Hello. This entry is to assist you in finding reference resources, reference entries for your bibliography and for this class. Here we are at the library's homepage. If you are not here, you can get to it by going to any UNCP page and clicking on the quick links, and you will see library listed, and it will bring you to this page. Now, to get to our online reference materials, what you will need to do is scroll down, and here under library, click on resources. And then you can either click on electronic resources here or databases here. They will both bring you to this page, the electronic resources homepage. Now to get to the reference resources, you see I'm hovering over here under databases by subject. I'm hovering over it, just click on it. And these will list some of the more standard reference entries. The ones we're going to talk about today are Credo and Sage eReference. To get to Credo, just simply click on it. And if you're off campus, this is where you will log in using your Brave Web information and that username and password. Now here, it's a basic search screen. I'm going to do my search for global warming and sea level change. Global warming and sea level. Click search. And you see I have some entries. Some of them will fit more global warming. Some of them will fit more related to probably sea level change. You can scroll down and see some of these entries. And also notice this, excuse me, you're noticing here it's also giving you a word count. These vary. See, this one's 1,400 words. This one's 300. You got 830. 2,000. And to read an entry or to take a look at an entry, you click on the title and it will come up. This is the whole entry. Notice it also gives you related articles, but you can scroll down, read it, take a look at it. Now, the thing about reference entries is sometimes they will not totally fit your topic. You may have to broaden them out. Like this one, it's not really so much about sea level change. There is possibly a section in here about that, but the overall thing is about global warming, which is part of your topic. Now, if I decide to use this entry, notice I can email it to myself, I can print or download it, I can even listen to it. One of the things you can also do is get a citation. See where it says the quotation marks here? It says cite article. If I click here, I click my citation style, and I have an entry. I can cut and paste this, or I could switch styles if my style wasn't APA. I can cut and paste this. I can take it to a Word document. Let me take it. This was a Word document I had open for another class. Scroll down. Paste it in. One of the things that this one did, because this other one was formatted correctly, is it brought it in as correct. Now, if this was my new item, let me start a new page here, blank document. I paste it in. Notice there is no hanging indent. Most items, every item in APA needs to have that hanging indent. What you can do is highlight it, go to paragraph, go to hanging, click OK. Oh, let me click it again. Click hanging, click OK, and notice how it moves it over. Now, this item also has several other issues with it. Notice it gives the author here and also a second author. This one's in all caps. You would need to correct that. And what I would do is just retype it and delete the capitals. Also here with your article title, the first letter needs to be capitalized, so I would delete it and then type it back in uppercase. You would need to make that change. So that is how you would find an article in Credo reference. Let me go back to the Credo, close this. If I wanted to go back, let me just go back and I'm back to my results. I could scroll down and scroll through them. Notice one of the ways I typically look for information is also look at these key concepts. See, this one has ocean and global warming. I would probably take a look at this one because it probably has something. If it's dealing with ocean, it may have sea level changes. Now it talks about how much they have written. Notice this is in a lot shorter article. So again, I could go here, cite it, grab my APA, Control C, take it back to my Word document, go down a page. Notice this one, because I had formatted the first one, this one is formatted correctly. Also notice that this one has no author. It lists the editors of the book, but the article itself has no authors, so it begins with the article title, the entry title. It gives me that information. And you would file that under as it's supposed to be. I would probably file it under the C's, move it up, because typically with articles like that, articles like the and a, you discount them when you're alphabetizing. I would probably move it up, but that's another issue. So that's how you find articles in Sage. Now, or in Credo. Now let's take a look at Sage real quick while I'm here. I'm going to close this, and these are all my windows I have open. Very busy. I'm going to click back here for this home one, and notice it takes me back to my list. Here's Sage eReference. And again, this is a lot of the social sciences and medicines. I'm going to click on Sage eReference, and it brings it up. You notice it looks different. It'll also bring up books and other things. I can try my same search, global warming and sea level. Oops. Click search, and hopefully we'll have results. Okay. Now, one of the first things you'll need to do is notice over here it lists all content or content available to me. Switch that, put a check in the content available to me. Notice my entries updated. See this one, islands threatened by sea level rise. I would take a look at it, click on the title. Notice it'll have icons to download the PDF. And it has pictures in it. It gives you all that information. Here's my site. This, I think, is share. If I want to email it, you can put your email recipient's email, your name, subject heading. Now, even if you're sending it to yourself, you'll have to fill all this information out. Sorry about that. But if I wanted to get the citation, yay, this looks like a good article. Copy. I use Control C, go back here to my Word document. Let's see, I forgot the title of it, so oops, excuse me. Here is my article. Now, again, this looks pretty good. Now, if I'm doing this as a bibliography, guess what else I'll have to do? If this is my bibliography, move it up. Control C, go up here, knock it down, paste it. And I have to start on my bibliography. That's how I would look for things in both Sage and Credo Reference. There are other reference encyclopedias. Let me go back here to the home page. You can also use some of these other ones, but I am saying for academic purposes, these are probably the best two we have right now. If you have any questions or comments, please give me a call. Talk to you later.